Good job, good job. Hey guys, big hello to everyone. It's the beginning of June now, the 10th to be exact. A couple of days ago, I came back from a rafting trip and lost my dog, Agoa. Well, not exactly lost. I'd been rafting for 2 days and she was running alongside me. At some point, I stopped seeing her, waited, whistled, but she never showed up. I returned to the base. Spent a couple of days here to, recharge, as they say. And today I'm planning to go search for her. I want to, share with you a bit about how I feel during the process, whatever comes up for me. But all of that will happen along the way, alright?
All right, Vitya, thanks. Let Dima know to stay in touch.
Okay. So, are you heading home tomorrow or the day after?
Probably the day after tomorrow.
Well, if I can, I'll drop by your place.
All right, indeed.
Take care.
Thanks very much, my friend.
Vitya graciously took me significantly upriver, a journey which profoundly helped me to save a considerable distance, approximately 10 full kilometers from my overall travel path. Not save, but rather shorten my route by 10 kilometers. So, a really big thank you to him for that indeed, and we truly appreciate it. Now I'm going to return first to the cabin where we started our journey. I'll spend the night there, and from there I'll slowly start combing the river, looking for the dog. The only problem is that she didn't have a tracker on her, because she usually never strays far from me. I don't know what happened there. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Killing you, you beast, wouldn't be enough. You're a basement rat, aren't you? Like I have nothing better to do than to follow you around, walking all these kilometers, just so you can sit here. And if I hadn't come, you lunatic, you would have starved to death here. I come here and there you are, lying by the hut, you stupid dog. Ugh. All right, I'll rest for a bit now, catch my breath, and then I'll comment on all these thoughts of mine. What a little bastard, huh? She just lies there, pretending again that she's not to blame, that I'm the one at fault, right? Why are you scolding her? And you all are always taking their side. Oh, what a good dog. And who's going to feel sorry for me, huh? Just a casual 20-kilometer run just to fetch the dog from the forest. Yeah, she's a good dog. I'd love to smack her on the head with this boot, even if she is a good dog. Rat. Убью я тебя, точно тебе говорю. На, иди припадочная, ешь. Осторожно, не переверни миску.
Hunting dogs, in addition to working abilities, should also possess at least some intelligence, and ideally, good intelligence. Come on, Nanzia. That's it, she's forgiven. I said that this dog of mine isn't particularly suited for work, but she's very loyal and almost always goes with me. But here I don't know why I was rafting in a boat and for some reason she decided to run with me for only about 7 kilometers, I think, and then turn back. And what's most interesting is that just before that, I was patching up the boat and saw a wolf. And what worried me most was the thought that I was afraid what if the dog ran into the wolf. But she was fine, she didn't run into the wolf, she calmly returned to the cabin, and she just lay here quietly. This kind of behavior, you know, is a bit unnerving. Actually, it's more than just a bit. It's good that I have the time, but what if people don't have the opportunity to return to the place where they were? It turns out that the dogs are simply left on their own. That's it. Alright, I'll have breakfast now. And I dragged you all the way out here just to tell you that my dog came back to this, so tonight I'll try to make up for this situation. Let's go, we'll walk along the forest channels and try fishing with a rod. Maybe, you know, we'll catch some little fish there. There's no way I'm going home today anyway. My legs are buzzing like a steamboat's pipes, damn it. I'll have to rest for at least a day. So tonight I'll go fishing, and tomorrow she and I will pack up and head home. That's it.
Тайга лося нашла. Сейчас-то он нам точно не нужен. I'm fishing with my friend Agoa on the forest streams. And over there, to our left, you can hear the forest river rushing. Let's try here for now. Then, we will slowly and carefully move towards the beautiful flowing river. I would really like to try and catch a beautiful grayling, or perhaps even a truly magnificent large trout. Because perch is of course a good fish, but trout is still a bit more appealing. So, we'll give it a try. Agoa just barked at a moose for me here. But she's quick to give up. Barked for 15 minutes and then stopped. She's absolutely the perfect canine companion for adventurous hiking expeditions in the vast and beautiful Taiga wilderness. However, you simply cannot effectively hunt with her. She regrettably doesn't consistently stay on the designated track or maintain focus. But purely for delightful companionship, as the popular saying goes, much like a glamorous movie actress, she is indeed perfectly suited for that specific role. The current weather conditions are truly magnificent, just utterly gorgeous and wonderfully pleasant, and it is now deep nighttime outside, with the stars beginning to twinkle brightly. Ну, ё-моё, я Хариуса жду, а ты... Это окунь, блин, ё-моё. Не, окунь нам не нужен, это точно. Подожди, я сейчас отдам. Окунь мне не нужен. Он подбежал за блесной и бросил. Поймался. Поймался, голубчик. Окушок опять. Большой окушок. Ну, блин, они мне не нужны. Вот. Мне нужна, как говорится, красная рыбка. Или в лучшем случае хариус. Но не окунь. Поэтому окунь отправляется в свою родную стихию. I need to change my location. I'll go to the river. Here it seems that only the perch are currently biting, even though these particular perch are quite large in size. I genuinely do not need any perch at all at this moment. Hold on, buddy, just a second. Don't squirm or you'll... Go on, run. I need to change my location. This is probably already my third perch, and I must say, this particular option doesn't really suit my preferences at all. I'll go closer to the river. Блин, одиноко, не тут точно, что ж такое-то? Окунь-то такой хороший вроде. Ладно, одного оставим на этот, на пожарить. Что ж ты так-то, а? Вот такой кушок попался. Тоже примерно грамм 700, наверное, 800. Блин, один окунь, даже щука не берет, ёкарный бабай. Что такое? Да, походу ты всю рыбу тут выел, что ли? Не оставил и хариуса, да, никакого? Для мишутки. Может, вас тогда выпускать не надо, а потихоньку надо наоборот выщелкивать отсюда. Если вы такие обжоры. Блин, ну ё-моё, откуда у вас столько тут таких коней-то? Все выжрали, походу. Да. Грустно, ребятки, что вы такие у меня тут стали одни окуни.
Nice river, and there are neither any brown trout nor any grayling whatsoever, just the common perch. It's as if everything in this particular area has completely died out, leaving nothing behind.
As they often say, if you truly want to go fishing, you might consider just lying down and taking a peaceful nap, and the strong urge will eventually pass. It looks like the weather is starting to change. Apparently there's no fishing today. Or maybe there just aren't any fish left. Well, it's one of the two. Anyway, we wandered around and ended up catching only perch again. And that's it.
we're going to sleep. Tomorrow morning we will be heading back home. I have successfully found what I had previously lost, so at this point in time, there is absolutely nothing that is keeping me here anymore. I had genuinely wanted to treat you to some delicious red fish, but unfortunately, it didn't quite work out as planned. Well, perhaps there will be another opportunity next time. Let's go and spend the entire night, perhaps even the whole evening, enjoying ourselves and making the most of our time together.
I slept well tonight, unlike the previous night. Last night, cramps were driving me crazy. I drank 3 packs of Rehydron just to somehow fall asleep. Today I probably slept for about 12 hours, maybe even more, just knocked out. Now I'm picking up my lost one, grabbing a bite to eat. Well, that's it, heading home. I was just sitting here thinking about her behavior. I came to the conclusion, maybe she was running after me along the river. She just got distracted by some animal. The boat drifted away, and she couldn't pick up the trail. So she decided to head back to the cabin. That could be the case, actually. Although usually, when I float down the river with the dogs, they keep an eye on the boat and generally run alongside me. But it was her first time on this kind of trip with me, so maybe she just didn't figure out what to do. Well, who the hell knows what's going on in their heads? I once had a case around here where a dog made its way straight to Murmansk. It's almost 200 kilometers from here to Murmansk. That was another case of a dog returning like that. Well, this one decided to go back to the cabin, so, well, in principle maybe that's not so bad either. Otherwise I'd have spent another 2 days or more going down the river, well, not rafting, but walking along the river looking for her. But now I can just pick her up, and then we'll head home calmly. We have a snack and set out on the road. Not a bad way to spend the weekend either. Set everything up, ran over here. Now we'll run from here. It's all good. A significant boost of energy and renewed vigor for a full 2 weeks, providing lasting benefits. With these adorable, playful, and sometimes mischievous darn dogs, you will truly never, ever get bored. But still, damn it, I really do enjoy all this fuss. So you grumble a bit, grumble some more, and then you calm down. After a week, you start feeling the pull again. Sometimes you think you'll just give it up. You think, I won't go anymore. But after you rest, you still want to go back to the forest. It's a habit. After a long and invigorating walk, the belt around my waist went down by 2 more noticeable notches, indicating a significant and satisfying change.
Ладно, избушка, до осени. Пошли, рыба моей мечты. Вперед.
Давай, давай.
Шевели булками.
There was a significant and intense fight here, but this particular time the magnificent moose wasn't quite so fortunate or lucky. The very large, extensively trampled area clearly shows that it was indeed a truly big and powerful moose. Here are its skull and antlers. And as you can see, their droppings are everywhere. Here. Here, right. And right here, exactly. And it's right here. Just so you don't think I'm making this up or telling you fairy tales. See? The perimeter is about 15 meters. Well, not 15, I exaggerated. Probably 10 for sure. There's also the scat of a smaller wolf over there. In short, a gang of grey bandits was at work here. As you can see, there's fur scattered everywhere. Here, this is precisely where the formidable wolves meticulously buried a truly mighty and absolutely enormous moose, a significant find indeed. There you go. Look at those antlers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times on each side. The mighty animal fought back as best it could. But wolves, as a rule, always hunt in winter and go after moose in this kind of denser forest. In such conditions, it's much harder for the moose to attack them. The moose's main weapon is its front hooves. See the wolves over there? There were some big mature animals with them, but also smaller, younger ones. Look, do you see that? At first I thought it was a bear. I thought it was digging up the turf to bury something, but actually it was fighting them. See how the clearing is all trampled? It's a huge clearing. But no matter how powerful a moose is, wolves win with their tactics. In such dense forest, they control the moose's rear, gradually surrounding it. And then, when it gets within a more accessible distance, they start working it over more closely. I mean, already right next to its head. And up to this point, until the moose gets exhausted, they try to control its rear. See how much fur there is? But this kill isn't fresh. It's not from this year. It's at least a year old. Well, actually, maybe not even a year, probably a year and a half. You can see here, the turf has been turned up. There's fur everywhere here too, and wolf scat all over the place. White wolf scat indicates that the wolf spent some time gnawing on the bones, eating bones. When wolf scat is dark in color, it means the wolves ate plenty of meat. That's how it is. So in this way, the moose paid its tax to the wolves. Well, it gave life to the pack. That's the sad story. There you have it. So from all this, we can conclude that moose shed their antlers here roughly by the end of December. That's usually the case. Therefore, we can assume that the hunt took place before the new year. That's how it is. All right then, my friend Gaza and I will head on home. Come on in. Stop it. Take it. Quiet, I said. Please be quiet. All right, everyone to your rooms. Now all that's left for me is to take a Taiga shower, and that's it.